TNC Predators turn to ban. Team Secrets turn to ban. Team Secrets turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn.
Beastmaster.
Five seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to ban.
Morphling.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secrets turn to pick.
Legion Commander. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators turn.
Winter Wyvern.
TNC Predators turn to pick.
против Легион Командер и спасать своего тиммейта в дуэли. Какую роль отведут Виверни? Вот тут вопрос. Это да, это...
TNC Predators turn to pick.
Of a matchup, right? Because it's like one will instantly delete the other from the fight. Like, oh, the CM is rushing forward right now. I'm just going to witness curse her. That'll offset the aggression, and she will inevitably die because it's not a hero renowned for surviving long. SF coming out, just more heavy damage as well. It can make these Wyvern curses even better. But if it is up against the Morphling, that's definitely an SF favored matchup, right? Morphling versus SF.
I think so. I haven't seen that much Shadow Fiend. Morphling does have a lot of damage early, but he's also relatively low range, so if you're catching raises,
5 seconds
you're gonna have to be pretty careful. I don't even know if the Morphling is heading mid currently.
No, it's still a flex though, right? Like, they don't have final pick, so Team Secret likely will pick the other core now.
I wonder if there's any potential that it's like a Zai Wyvern. Are we gonna see?
I was wondering if it's Zai Trin, maybe.
Maybe.
The other option.
The only reason
I know, like, a lot of people were theory crafting that, right? Like Seb, for example, it was like, oh, Seb will start doing Trin offlane again. Like, well, maybe.
It does seem like people are not really prioritizing the Leech Seed very much, right? It's all about the and the slow.
It got nerfed heavily, right? Like, they increased the mana cost by a decent margin, and that was the busted part about Trin at the start of the laning phase, is that I tried it once. I was like, wait, I've just spammed, I lost count, like 6-7 spells, and I've still got more mana because his regen is something like 2 or 3 on the mana. It's pretty nuts.
The only thing as well that's a little weird for Secret is, like, the Treant Protector and the Wyvern can both scale as supports, but they're both sort of traditionally 5s as well. So that does maybe give a little bit of credence to the idea of someone's going elsewhere, but it could just be like Wyvern's playing 4, Treant's playing 4. They're both capable of, they're both versatile enough to do that. And here comes the TA, just pretty much for the Shadow Fiend matchup, straight up. Also, nice hero, get some more minus armor going with the Winter Wyvern. TA has been pretty successful, and even nice to have against somebody like the Legion Commander, right? Just a little more survivable, unlikely to die straight away to the duel if you've got your refraction up.
Team Secrets turn
Yeah,
to
because you
battle.
know it should be SF mid, the TA will win that lane. I just like the fact that Secret, they've kept up this kind of window of opportunity around the 25-minute mark because of that TA, with good team fight backing it up, and they've met the kind of variability that TNC has, right? Because when you saw this Beastmaster and Legion, we saw them pause in their draft moment, like, okay, what do we want now? And all of a sudden you were expecting this Morphling. I was saying, is this going to be mid? Now you've got the TA that match up against the SF. I'm still wondering about this free roll, because that's the one, right? It's either Wyvern or Treant right now.
Yeah,
It could be either. I think it might be Wyvern though, just because it's Zai especially. It seems more his style.
Is Legion Commander even gonna get like a single duel win this game? They don't have that much damage to pump into it.
Okay, maybe if he finds Wyvern. If he doesn't, then
maybe. But
whoever
even then,
gets
like
killed is getting caught in braces.
Treant Protector, right? Like, there's just gonna be a living armor and then Overgrowth coming in. They've even got like a little bit of anti-synergy with they've got disarm, like a disarm and a fear to go along with the
10 seconds
duel.
remaining.
So the Legion Commander might not even be getting hit, and so Blade Mail
5
or
seconds
a Moment of Courage procs like might not even be a thing.
TNC Predators turn.
Earth.
It's a little bit weird. And now Secret, okay.
All right, so that's
This could
probably mid one on the Shaker.
Morph Shaker's back, baby.
Yep.
What patch is it?
It's Secret time. You know, TNC, they had their time with this combo last patch, and TNC round out their draft with the Ember Spirit again.
Okay, so it is support. Yeah.
Is it support SF? No, I'm
it's
believing
a 5
that.
Beastmaster.
I wanted to believe support SF because, like, support, like, for me, SF on the outer lanes just feels weak as.
If it's support SF, I'm unplugging my microphone and walking away. I'm done.
I was like, there's only one way this draft gets even more nuts, and that's if they decide to run SF as support. Sadly, we're just getting March on Beastmaster. Well, I say sadly, I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of happy that 1 or 2 teams are willing to try Beastmaster support again. It's been a long time. It used to be so busted.
And I really don't like. I don't know if I don't like TNC's lanes.
No, I hate the SF in the outer lanes here.
10 seconds remaining.
I just feel like this hero is hard enough to make work when it has a level advantage.
Remaining.
Like it has its power spike, right? And then we've seen plenty of games where it just wanes off. But if this hero is, it's the same with an Ember, right? It's always this argument. If you stick Ember in the outer lanes,
Was this even the plan? Gabby took a really long time to lock in his.
It's like,
his
you know what it
hero.
was? He shift tabbed, and on the Steam browser, he's like, how to play SF.
Right.
Just getting a guide up.
Yeah.
He's hitting up Taught Delini's guys. He's like, come on, up with this.
How do I play.com? Click Shadow Fiend.
Oh, by the way, we were so busy looking at that, I didn't notice that in the end it's actually Zai on the Shaker. So it was going to be mid one on the Wyvern.
Yeah, so this is the safer way to set everything up. Shaker 3, Wyvern as the 4. Trade Protector, I would be shocked to see as anything other than the 5. But Team Secret, they have an insane amount of team fight. They've got lots of counter initiation. They've got lots of lockdown. Like it doesn't look like it looks like a bad Legion Commander game. It doesn't look like a free Ember game at all. Ember and Shadow Fiend just feel so similar in so many ways as well. They're like squishy, they're glass cannons, but also you don't really want a hero like Legion Commander to be frontlining either. She's also a hero that like wants somebody to provide vision and then to go in afterwards. It's kind of mitigated by the Hawk, but I really think that Secret have the draft win here. And in some ways, TNC just handed it to them. So...
See, I'm telling you, basically, the play was mind games. They should have ran the SF as a 5, okay? Because there's no hero in the game that wants to deny creeps more. And then just Secret don't know what the hell's happening. Now you're in the scenario where if Beastmaster doesn't pop off in the lane, I don't know how you do this. I mean, he's already moving bots, so they'll at least get the try matchup, and deforestation will commence. There we go. The efficiency much gets all the trees. Oh, yeah, all the trees in one go. There was one tree hanging around. I was like, nope, nope.
Yeah, it was just
he's got this
sliding into the.
There is it's like, no.
Why do these really tall trees? Why do they sink like that? That's so strange.
I mean, why do people's bodies sink into the ground the way they do? There's so many questions in Dota.
So weird. All the other trees get. I think KP was even trying to quelling it. He was like, "Wait a second, did this one not get cut down?" And it was just hanging around.
Puppy just arrives in the lane like, "Wait, oh no."
Hold up, what's going on here? Why are there no trees?
My brethren, why have you killed all of my brethren?
This is a little bit better now, I would say, because of the way that Nature's Grasp works, right? If you can't touch it to a tree, then it's actually a significantly weaker spell.
I mean, in fairness to it, though, the grasp is more about the slow than damage, so you can still kill people. It's not the end of the world. It's just, like I mentioned, the big issue with Trin is look at its movement speed. Nope, those trees are gone as well, puppy. You get to keep this one tree right here, okay? Just stay there, stay in your area, okay?
Is March done yet, or is he gonna keep going?
Well, KP should just crawling blade that tree, to be honest. Maybe he's just leaving it there for the regen later, right? Like, you need to run past and tango when you're being chased.
That's true, yeah. Actually, you have to go pretty far out of your way to tango anything at this point.
Timberman's already getting pummeled. And Puppy, well, he'll zone them away from the creeps. As there's too many heroes in this lane, they can just deny up. It's probably the only way they can play this lane for the first few levels. Of course, the downside to this build for March means that he doesn't have the boar, so getting a kill is a little bit harder, but not if mid one gets caught like this. KP does have the Orb of Venom. And KP is committed at this stage. There's a big stick on mid one, though. There we go. He just needs to turn around and walk away.
Mid one was like, hey, stay away from this creep wave.
He's like, we got a Beastmaster, it's fine. If I'm not the off lane, then March will take my place.
KP's so far away from the lane now. His supports are nowhere nearby. He's gonna take a few more punches on the way out. What a weird situation.
Meanwhile, on the other lanes, have a look. So, top is actually looking really well because they committed to this tri lane. Because it's an SF solo against a melee hero.
SF's skill build looks so weird, but Gabby doesn't really have a good way to get much mana up here, so he's just gone for 2 points in Necromastery at level 3.
I mean, he's not suffering for it. 11-1 already. He's doing better than the mid laners are.
He is going to want the points and raises later on, obviously. He's got the Crystal Maiden aura kicking in. So, I don't know, maybe they'll make side lane SF work.
It's awkward for Secret as well, because it's not like you can just rotate top and switch up the tri-lane location, because now that Gabby has free, even though it's 2 points of Necromastery, he hits hard enough. The raises are decent against the Treant. You're kind of committed at this point in Secret.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me that Secret took the Morphling in the first phase, and now the exact same thing is kind of happening to them as happened in that they did to TNC in the previous game. I would say that their tri-lane this game is a little bit stronger than TNC's tri-lane in the previous game, but still kind of odd how this whole thing is played out.
The problem they have is that while they have, in theory, good kill potential if there's trees, they don't have better trade in the long run. Like, the attrition battle should be a win for TNC. Unless they can catch someone out in these trees like this, but Puppy not able to body block in time.
March is... I mean, he's rotating top.
He's done his part.
Does not gank. Yeah, I guess he's just going to start pulling and getting the lane back, denying some creeps away from Zai.
He did also take the inner beast at level 2 as opposed to the Call of the Wild Boar. So just more right click for Gabby to throw into Zai. How's the mid looking as well? Armel actually taking a lead over Nisha already. 14-3 to 19-6 on the Ember.
He got the 2-minute double damage, so that helps the matchup considerably.
Pretty important as well, because obviously you go on this lane guard build, you don't get any benefit, and as I'm talking like that, in the bot lane they finally find a kill. KP played it a bit too far forward.
I think this bottom lane being 3v2 would be better for TNC, especially given you don't want to be running a full tri-lane with your Morphling for too long, but if they're getting kills down here, then that's a very different situation.
And here come the trees. Uh-oh. Well, Poppy has bided his time. He got a first blood before the trees started to respawn, but now it's the ultra power play time for Poppy. This is where you can start to get more in their face. Wyvern is going to go top, so they're going to make it 2-1-2 setup. Poppy is getting low here. Could go down, but at least he keeps him alive. Has a salve as well, so he'll heal up to full. And while I'm talking about that, Shaker in the top lane. All right, Gabby got him with the triple raise, or double raise actually by the looks of it.
Gabby somehow just ended up right in his face. I don't know if they were... Didn't even seem like it was close to a kill or anything, and Zai just gets jammed by raises. All right, well, yeah, I didn't think that the Ember SF was going to work out so well, but here we are. They're both on top of the CS.
I mean, I was checking March at that point because I was like, surely he must be free. There must be a point in board. No, that was just full SF. Well, Zai at least has a raindrop this time. He's just going to start zoning Gabby away as best he can, and they'll force the TP straight away. Maybe didn't need to rush to throw out the stun, but you don't want to risk it against an SF. This is what I define as a volatile hero. One mistake and all of a sudden you're the one running away, and if you're running away against an SF, you're probably dying.
Oh, and especially once he he blocks him with the Fissure and he's up in his face, there's no backing down at that point. If you're Zai, you have to stay committed the whole time, otherwise you're just going to eat all 3 raises on your way out.
Exactly, you're in for a penny, in for a pound.
Tims gets a nice little D ward.
Tims might be dead. Yeah, Tims is dead. As I say that, in the top lane, March also goes down. Was it worth the D ward? I'll argue yes, but Poppy feels good about the situation too. You suffer so much as a CM against both these supports. I want to say on the lanes, it's going to be Poppy's going to ruin you, but then when you get to the team fights, it's going to be mid one with the curses. I feel like this is going to be one of the roughest games Tim's going to have for in a while. Die. Well, like we said, when you're committed, you are indeed committed, and it looks like he won't get anything for it.
Safe lane Shadow Fiend, there you go.
Hey, it tends to work out when your opponents are running a tri-lane and leaving a melee hero alone against it. But TNC, they made the best of the situation. And Mulch has returned to bot.
Looks like he's just planning on kind of a right-click build. Got the drum queued up so far. KP bottom.
You can't quite find him. March might go down though. There's the grasp again. They say short trees, they're helpful for Puppy here, but I'm throwing out the slows that gets some easy kills. It feels like Trina is so good against...
For
no. I was just gonna say, it feels like Trina is so good against the previous meta of offlaners, right? Dispels, heroes like Heaven Grace and Omni Knight. These constant slows completely screw you over.
Yeah, for sure. This is annoying for the Legion. KP still only level 4. I still think his game is looking pretty hard, but at least the other 2 cores do quite a lot of damage, so
but this is
maybe he'll get some dual wins. Maybe.
Maybe, but like in the worst case scenario, you become a support. This is the reason why Abaddon, Legion Commander, these were really highly contested offlaners, is because in reality, you can only win 2 lanes. Like if you win 3 lanes in the game of DOTA, that's more on what your opponent done wrong than you doing everything perfectly. You should aim for 2 lanes, which just means usually you throw the Legion Commander or the Abaddons of the game under the bus. Which is fine. They know it's coming. They picked the hero for that reason to begin with. It's just if you get the opportunity to pop off, it's a thumbs up.
This game is kind of the reverse of the previous one in the sense where it's like now TNC very much under pressure to be the ones making the plays and like dictating the pace. I think Secret will be more than happy to just sit back and farm the whole game. Like, especially if you think about the mid lane. I think that Armel is under way more pressure than Nisha to actually make things happen with his game. Nisha's going to be happy to just sit here and farm jungle for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's just the way the hero works. Get Desolate, go into Roche, then maybe you think about doing something. If it's a farm and Aegis, whoop-de-doo, you've got a Morphling, TA, and Shaker for late game. Oh, SF gets the Broom Handle, which is useful for none of the heroes that can assert dominance on the lane right now. Sorry. Uh-oh. Echo Slam straight away, doesn't mess around.
Is at an end.
He was hoping for the big boy there, but Gabby did not walk through the tree line.
Cool. Zai's got some decent gold going. And Nisha again getting the Iron Talon this game.
He'll still find value on this hero with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But
He's farming fast.
wonder, can March... I mean, he's trying to do a little bit of jungling because he needs to supplement his farm. This has always been the awkward part about the support piece. You have to do a lot to actually justify it. KP is going to go down, and March might join him in the grave if he's not careful. No Street Grasp for 10 seconds, though. So they'll just kill his pets instead.
I'm starting to get worried about the discrepancy between these off lanes.
Yeah, it's like one of these is going to have a high impact, right? The other one, like I said, is just going to be a support, while the Shaker is going to be a huge form of initiation for Secret.
Well, Shaker's level 7 and KP's level 4, so there's some issues here. And yeah, they're making some space for Zai to go and hit some jungle creeps and stuff.
March, all right, got caught trying to interrupt the outpost, and it looks like it's going to be one apiece. I believe Matuma sniped the Courier as well. Puppy getting low here as Armel chases on through. The grass goes down. Won't slow down Armel from escaping though. And Matuma Man needs to be careful about how long he stays here. He's trying to force Ember back and will do so. So he can continue just bullying KP out of lane.
He had the max flame guard, so he was fairly safe there.
Mid. They're trying to go into Nisha here. They need to be careful because it could turn around quickly, but there's the frostbite and that should be good enough to freeze the field to get the kills. Nisha should be going down. Puppy can't change that outcome because he doesn't have level 6. The mid one barely getting away here. Darmel chases through, can't finish the kill. And it's fine because they already used the Nature's Grasp. Oh look, more deforestation. Winter's Curse. Gonna blast out. Armel's gone. Nice move by mid one. Understanding that this Ember is overextending himself a little.
Oh, I was just about to praise Armel for like the nice rotation bottom and then immediately swapping back to mid and making stuff happen, and then he just dies to new Winter's Curse. Nicely done by mid one. And that is the other thing that I'm noticing between these two teams in this series is that TNC handing away way more of like just the random kills here and there that probably shouldn't be happening than Secret. Still a couple on Secret, but far and away the unforced errors are on the side of TNC.
And as we said, those kind of mistakes, they tend to extend the game a little longer. Secret, they have the lineup that really favors that outcome.
Wow, for sure.
But they can get active soon. Zai's up to 1,800 gold now. That Blink Dagger is not far away. That's when you can expect him to rotate.
They still have this massive team fight. And Tumba Man just going to be going for he's going for a slow Morphling build, but again, slow game so far. Going to pick up the Lincolns first, and at that point, the Morphling should be pretty much unkillable if he has his Lincoln Sphere. Not that much lockdown on TNC, to be honest.
At that point, the only way you really catch him is if you somehow catch him with the Requiem. Force him to run away, and then, you know, you can duel or you can primal roll, whichever one you didn't use to pop the Lincolns.
Yeah, they don't even have good ways to pop the Lincolns either. Oh, Courier?
It's Frostbite and that's it.
Bye-bye.
Oopsie.
I think Matumba Man's Courier was getting the Ring of Health from the opposing secret shop.
Yeah, that's a little bit
Mark
greedy.
Found it. Yeah, it was, Matumba Man's Courier micro in these two games has not been the best. We will say that
just experimenting to the maximum, you know?
Yeah.
That was also going to be the final component for his treads. A little bit frustrating. I can't just leave these two trees here. A little gold to run through. That's what they're going to do. They're going to move straight through it. They come in with a duel. The Morphling did begin to morph up. Overgrowth to buy some time. Primal Roar thrown out as well. Timberman could just get out though. He's absolutely fine. He'll stay here instead. Turns to the end of himself. Searing Chains and Nisha's rotation. Not able to get the meltdown in time, so Armel will retreat. Nisha, refraction up. Searing Chains is on him though. He'll stand and fight. Has no choice. Melt damage kills off KP though. Why did he think he could go in? The Witness Curse coming out as well. And Armel, this happened once. It will happen again. The freezing build to try and save him is too late though. 3 already dead. You're going to make it 4 with the Adaptive Strike as Matumba Man moves in to kill the 4th member of TNC. And Gabby's arrived as well. I don't know if you can turn around though. The route lasts a while, but Matumba will wait for him through and find him.
TP, he's got the blink.
Jumps in, stun forward, blocks off Gabby's escape. No, he gets through. Tree Grass, Meld, nice stun. Use the Echo Slam to ensure the Requiem doesn't go off. The stun follow-up might be enough to bring him down. It's going to be close, but there's the fear forcing them away from each other. Zai's even deeper now. They do have the duel, but they won't get a chance to use it as he does go down.
Alright, I think
looks like that will be it.
Suboptimal Adaptive Strike from Matumba Man there. He pushed him out of the Shaker stun, pushed him further towards his base. And then Zai had to run forward, so he got feared under the tower. And
in fairness, you can see it from Morphling's perspective, though, right? Like he can't morph Agi because he's 1 HP and dies to Requiem in that stage.
Yeah, exactly. And he just wanted more chain stun, but I think underestimating how much it was going to push Gabby back. But a reminder that whole fight was TNC trying to gank the Morphling, and it just went.
They're good again. They're the front row.
Curses soon, 3 seconds.
Mid one's going to buy enough time. Primal Roar comes out, but now they might be in a bit of trouble. Mid one, the duel's going to come out to him, though. He cannot use the curse. I don't think he has buyback. He does, but he doesn't have. Oh, he has some TP. He's going to not use it, though. Overgrowth thrown out. Puppy will go down as well. They don't see a fight after the fact. In fairness, they don't have the other heroes here as Nisha is chasing down and killing Tims. Has that Deso, so we'll find it easy enough. He almost has his Blink Dagger already.
Yeah, Nisha's been farming up a storm, both game 1 and game 2. TNC, at least the rotation will work the second time around, but again, this is still the game where we're saying that TNC are the ones on the clock. They've got to be the aggressors. They've got to be the ones making the plays, and they're only taking out the tower now.
The Winner's Curse. They haven't got an Echo Slam, though, so I'm not really sure the players here. Jumping on March, maybe. That's a free kill. Posturing, but they know how to count. They know he doesn't have Primal Roar again.
Top tower has fallen.
While that's happening, Matumba Man pushing for tier 1 top. They've already invaded the jungle. Nisha wants more farm. He's got the Blink Dagger on the way out. There it is. Gabby. He might feel safe to hang around here, but no, he's backing away straight away. He sees
they have a ward. Yeah.
But they'll find another one. I mean, Armel has access to that vision as well.
Yeah.
So,
have blessed me.
in fairness, I don't think he saw Zai, but still, even then, it's a risky place to put yourself.
Yeah, especially when you're playing against the Morphling who can steal your chains. And Secret with that, no hesitation. They do have good vision with the Hawk.
No overgrowth for 10. This may be premature by Secret. Instead, they blink forward, finding an easy pick off on a Tim's. Now the Primer on the other side. Pumpy doesn't have the overgrowth for 5. Echo Slam jump inside. It might be good enough to bring him down, but the duel's going to come out to stop Matumba. He'll get the win. Thank you very much. Gabby has to run away with the Requiem. Zai chased on 2. Will fall after the buybacks come out from TNC. You force a buyback out of Puppy. You only get the kill on Zai. You do stop the Roche. I'm not sure if you can take this yourself, though. This is ambitious from TNC.
Oh, the curse is up.
Yep, the buyback will force them away instantly. They're going to respect the Shaker. But this should mean Secret can now get the Roche. There's no Requiem anymore. There's no Primal Roar.
Secret needs a sentry.
Fissure won't follow up. Searing Chains comes out onto Matumba Man and the Spirit Vessel as well. Backs up. It's extremely low. Needs to actually fully morph into Agi and just wand up.
Yeah, he's got the Vampire Fangs as well. Don't even have to buy a Morbid Mask on this hero.
Oh, they're waiting for him. Matumba Man starts to morph just in time. Is a little bit in trouble. Getting extreme low. Waveform away. Overgrowth dodged out. And Heartmail will chase on. Look for the kill, but the Winner's Curse comes out on the other side of the fight. Tim's is forced to use a freeze field for nothing. They will reset. Heartmail back up a little bit. They forced them away from their shrine. Now TNC, as they fall back, could be vulnerable on retreat.
This whole Roshan situation has just developed into a complete
An
mess.
awkward situation.
Yeah.
I have a team willing to give it up. Nisha trying to move in. Focus brought a little. Regen rune. Oh, thank you very much, this Matumba Man. You've used all your spells on everyone else. I'll just get up to full. KP just keeping mid 1 and Zai extremely low. They have Cold Embrace. They have ways of healing up effectively on the side of Secret. So they don't have to abandon this first. Same time, TNC do have to press the attack maxed out. Jump in, KP. One more heal, bring him down. He's gone. Perfect pickoff, and now follow-up stun from Zai onto Tim's. Might get him as well. The trap is down. The trap is sprung as they find 2 pickoffs. TNC, I don't think they can contest this Roche any longer. They're going to try, though. But 46 Battle Legion, that's a window Secret cannot give up. They will go in, jumping Primal Roar force down. Beastmaster already dead. Requiem comes out in response and finds the kill into Matumba Man. Nice pick off, but Nisha's still alive. He can finish this off. Fire back out. They're going to respect it. Even though there's no Primal Roar, you don't want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. That will be a shrine usage. Secret is still 4 on 4.
Roshan fight has been going for like
overgrowth
4 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to stop because both teams realize how important this Roche is. They have Echo Slam again. So the big ultimates available to Secret sooner. March, jump in, 1 and 2 taps. He's gone 55 seconds dead. Gabby on the back line ready to go. Bruce coming out, controlling Anisha. But no, they interrupt the freeze and fit the jump in. She's got as well. The back line stab at mid 1. He's going to be fine to move away. We'll stay alive. The overgrowth is zoning away a little bit, but I'm out now going in on Anisha, trying to bring him down in time, and we'll be able to do so. Dead for 50 seconds, but we'll buy back. Jump in, Matumba Man roots him up. Armel looks like he'll go down as well. 75 seconds dead, and that might finally be enough. Zai stunned up as well. Stunning it rather onto KP. He's winding it up. He's like, oh, there it is. Jump in, Searing Chains out, but Matumba Man will find another. And with that buyback, Nisha can finally get his hands on this Aegis. It only took like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes longer than expected.
Yeah. So in summary, we had 2 buybacks on Secret. We had 3 buybacks on TNC. I don't know how many kills. Like, all of that stuff. Do you remember how that started? It started with Ember getting picked off all the way over here, right? And then they were like, oh, all 3 of our cores are here. Let's just go take Roche. That kill happened so long ago. But it will still be Secret winning out in the end. And things looking really good. They're just, TNC are getting out-positioned in these fights. Like, they lost discipline for a second there around the pit, and Secret just picked up like 2 free kills by pouncing. Even with the inferior vision, TNC should have the better vision game. Their ward didn't get dewarded for ages, and they've got the Hawks, but they're still somehow getting outmaneuvered by Secret around the pit.
You have to look at the way that TNC have drafted, right? It's a pick-off type lineup. So the whole idea is that quick and dirty kills, right? You get in and get out. While Secret, it should be harder to find these big kills. Here you go. Perfect example of quick and dirty kill, right? It's like for Secret, they have these big ultimates. They need TNC to cluster and commit. And it feels like TNC, at some points there, were in such a rush to interrupt the Roche, like especially when March ran in for a Primal Roar. You're like, okay, that's good, but now you're going to get hit twice and die.
It is a fair point that TNC's positioning is much harder this game than Secret's. Because if you're secret, you can all cluster up, and it doesn't really matter. There's hardly anything to punish you. Oh,
Gabby's getting punished. Echo Slam comes out. The overgrowth on the 3 heroes as well. Shadow Fiend's gone. Might lose more. March gets caught out, and they're chasing for KP. Waveform improvement to my man. Pings him out. Chases on. KP's just seeing how much time he can waste with us, as he knows death should be inevitable here. He could try for a juke in the tree line and TP. Fissure, just the tip. Give him a little tickle, and they'll move in to finish him off. The cross comes out to slow him down. He sees the core. He's like, come on. But he can't find it.
Not even going to get the tier 1 killer pigeon. Oh.
And guess what? This is a team with a Treant, baby. Do you know what happens next? Do you want to see what happens next? The puppy doesn't.
This game's just sad now. Can I turn off my monitor?
I guess when TNC
I'll just
lose,
cast by sound. It's fine. It's fine here.
I mean, I guess when TNC are losing a game, they turn off their monitors. When Secret lose a game, they break the monitors. So sure, like turn off your monitor. Look away. Don't look directly into the blast of light coming from the power of Secret right now. Now moving to board spot because, well, and this is all too familiar from last game. TNC's map is once again looking fairly naked. They only have 2 out towers remaining, and that's in 1 lane. So,
and TA is going to have an Aegis and a BKB, so Nisha can basically 1v5. You know,
more or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Zai has Echo Slam in 40. They've got Winner's Curse. They just need to wait for the big ultimates and then go again.
KP has less net worth than Puppy. He's carrying around a Nether Shawl like a support.
Hey, in fairness, those L1 odds, they're doing a lot of damage, okay?
Yeah. This Legion Commander pick has not worked out.
Support Legion, I told you. It doesn't matter if you play it as a free. Most of the games, it turns into a support Legion anyway. That's why some teams were running it as a support, like I mentioned, especially in the Chinese scene.
Armel doesn't even have a scaling build either. He's got a Yules and a Vessel. Gabby is trying to scale to become a right clicker, but they're just so far behind at this point. Maybe they can try like 1 or 2 more fights, but Secret's looking very firmly in control of this game. Nisha's just a monster, both game 1 and game 2. Just at top of the net worth farm, getting kills at the same time, so it's not like he's just been ricing the entire time.
Yeah, definitely been on point in this series so far, and it's just ease of execution at this stage. Like when you think about an even game, it's much harder for Secret because they have to force big fights. But when TNC are just huddled into their base like this, you always know you're going to find good ultimates for the Echo Slams and the Overgrowths. It's just TNC. It feels like they're going to have to try and buy enough time that the Aegis expires and then smoke out for a pickoff.
The position fight Beastmaster is just too cute for me. It's like oh yeah, we can cut down the trees, and then we saw 1, they got kills without the trees. 2, the trees eventually respawned, and then KP just continued to die. So and then Treant was a useful hero afterwards, while Beastmaster has been like, hey, I have some vision and some auras, right? There's a reason that everybody's banning Treant, and I don't really, I guess it's still group stages. You know, maybe TNC are trying to play the long game of this tournament and figure out some counters, but this ain't it.
No. Winner's Curse coming out. Armel being punished for his greed, maybe. They're ready to move in right now. There's the Searing Chains to lock the boat down. Beastmaster ready, then Echo Slam. Perfectly set up for Zai to find the pickoff. TNC have 3 heroes dead. And Tims will run away with that smoke before he becomes the 4th.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Spider Legs on Zai though. It's just going to screw him to make sure he can't go back because he doesn't know that there's no TP on SF. So while this is the best situation for TNC by forcing 1 Secret member back, in the base they're still losing it.
That's true. Zai doesn't even actually have to be here, but it is fun to watch.
Yes. Enough time bought. BKB complete. And while that's happening back in the base.
You don't need to look there.
I mean, I'm looking outside the base. Why was March outside the base? I guess he wanted to press
Dyer's top
R.
shrine is under attack.
You know, sometimes you just got to do things. Base kid.
Yep.
Joker taught us that, okay?
Dyer's top shrine has fallen.
Chaos is key. Anarchy is required, and you need a little anarchy in this game if you're TNC. You need some sort of disorder in secret for you to exploit.
Yeah, I think TNC needs secret to turn off their monitors. That's what they need at this point.
Hey, that's what March is doing this for, right? He runs out, they're like, oh, we don't even need to look at our monitors to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's bam. That's when secret get caught out by themselves.
All right, well, because not a whole lot is happening, I'm just going to share a random thought that I had while we were deliriously casting yesterday. Do you think there would ever be a situation where two teams would negotiate an exchange of neutral items? 1 second, KP's dead. But, you know, don't pay attention to that.
That doesn't matter. That's a good thought. Like, I could see that because to think of another scene, I don't know if you know much about like the PUBG scene, but I don't know if they still do it. Originally, teams used to negotiate, or, like they tell each other where they were going to land to avoid each other so they could like gear up. So it wouldn't be the first time in the esports scene where that sort of stuff occurs. Puppy, Framerod, now what?
But then also how do you... Oh, never mind.
Get the way a moment because March is dying again outside his base.
So, but then how do you arrange the prisoner swap is the thing, right? Like you've got an item that you want to give to them. They've got an item that maybe they want to give to you. But how do you organize it?
I've got it, right? You each take a hostage, like a support, right? And then two other people, they bring the items to a neutral location and drop the items. This
that
will
or
work
you
for
just
like
use
a week before one team breaks the trust forever.
Yeah. That or you just like use couriers in a location where both teams know that there's no heroes or something, right? I guess. But
I mean, let's be realistic. This would never happen. Like the comparison to PUBG was not good because like that makes sense. But in this, it's like, oh, they've got a bad item too. No way am I risking them, cheapskating me out and taking.
Yeah, they might just steal it and like kill you. So you.
Okay, I'll tell you where it breaks down. It's when both couriers arrive and one team types you first, right? Then it's just done. It's never happened. Oh, the stand. Oh, there goes that time! He was perfectly catching three, and the follow-up will be too big. The GG comes outside. On point with this shaker, ensuring that Secret take a 2-0 over TNC.
That's the offlane life, you know? You get the perfect 3-man echo, 5-man fisher stun, and then your carry takes all the kills. Matumba man grabbed all 4. Well, grab.
And he just solo killed someone, so he does damage as well, just in case you're wondering. Yep. Come back in, buddy. Yeah, well, flexing with the SMY in the backpack. Don't even need to use his item against you to defeat your VP. Yeah, that's alright. Gives him some high ground potential. And again, he's looking for the toss back. Gotta be careful though.
Dire are scanning.
Now he's looking for the +1. Yeah, he's absolutely flying forwards. Meanwhile, swap comes out. Solo going to get stunned up as well as they take care of the Doom. And now they're going towards Solo. Solo just have that borrowed time off cooldown now. Nika Baby going to keep on chasing Fatter as well. Solo is going to get the bounty rune. No, he's going to try and eat through the tree. Nika Baby says, no hiding. Nowhere is safe from me. Slark finds another one. Meanwhile, Handskin, 33, Limb, they're already running down the middle lane. No one trying to blow up the Tiny or do something here. But Limb's on top of him straight away. Dropping down the ulti, dropping down the poison. The Centaur creeps on top of them. Look at them go. Fucking him down, pinging him out. He's dead to rights. The Morphling falls again, and the GG well played is just like that called. The game is over, and game number 2 goes to Alliance as well. Take it in style.
A lucky find.
The SF, and I don't think that's what J-Storm wants. I think their lineup benefits from being all the heroes in a group, benefiting from the Drow aura, from the Venge aura, and by the time
you know, when this map change happened, it felt like this was such a wide area in front of Roshan. But even with a 5v5 looking over Rosh, it feels very clustered on the sides. And they're grouping up once again, Asta. Smoke being moved into the inventory of Chen. They want to have their own fight. It looks like J-Storm are preparing for the same thing. Their Smoke, however, is still in the backpack of Rubik. So Asta running up through the mid. Dro Range is the only one who's normally not there. She's been pushing at the bottom lane time and time again. The Wave of Terror is checking Roshan, so J-Storm don't have to come off their high ground. In fact, they just camp the ramps. All right, now they see SCCC.
I was wondering how it's coded in the game. When you have the telescope, the cooldown countdown on the scan just starts at 145 rather than 3.5. That's kind of interesting in the bottom left hand. Because it's something people often forget about the telescope is the scan cooldown. You can kind of just throw it out willy-nilly. Moo used it in order to scout if they were coming after him bottom because they knew they were doing something, so he was scared to push the wave. Up the smoke
now
from the Radiant side.
J-Storm's turn. They waited this for a while. Did they just slip inside the pit and try and grab Roshan? It looks like they want to get a kill instead. Remember that Shrine still available. Blink forward, able to get the grab over on the Centaur, but forced after way. It was the Viper who was close enough to give that extra distance. Stampede, is it stolen? Yeah, it is. Level 3.
Top shrine is under attack.
And now that Shrine will finally be brought down. Thanks to the top racks already being claimed by J-Storm.
They kind of an underwhelming damage against the Centaur, surprisingly, with this Drow quad ranged hero lineup.
He kind of needs the rest of like the butterfly before she even feels like she hits harder. Yeah. Now mid lane, another quick pickup. And hitting with a split shot. Oh, nice curse. Catching out 9 for Brax. He just splits into the back lines, causing all sorts of problems. Sending the Viper up and towards the air. The Column Brace will buy some time for the Centaur, but Shadow Fiend's just layering up the raises. SCCC, he's looking for the kill on Dro, but she's still alive. 120 HP.
He can TP back too with bots.
Oh my god, he's able to TP back to base and then come back out once more while the Viper is dying in the fear of the Requiem. A waveform away, but Fear is already waiting for him. A quick little stun, a Wave of Terror. Drop that armor down. Fate comes back in again, wants to help out, but now Moo, he's back in the fight with the split shot. Winter Viper doesn't stand a chance. 3 heroes harassed down without buyback. This is a free ticket for J-Storm to go Roshan.
I think the telescope might have been game-changing this game because Moo was hitting the target they were all focusing, and the Wyvern tried to curse, but Moo was so far away that he wasn't actually in range of the curse. So despite stunning 9 with the curse, The goal of this Wyvern against the Drow lineup is the fact that you're killing somebody with the curse. And nobody was hitting 9, so he just took no damage. With all these Hurricane Pikes, the Drow, or the Venge range, the Telescope, everyone's just snipers this game for Radiant.
I don't know how Asta really closed the distance. You don't have the Slark like you had before, so push up through mid lane. Aegis is in the hands of the Shadow Fiend. The cheese
range, man.
is for move.
He's got 900 range.
Has fallen.
Hey, this is Dota.
Yeah, this is 2019, almost 2020 Dota.
Yes, we can't really understand the plans of 2020. We don't have the vision for it.
I was gonna say, would you say we can see clearly now? That the rain is gone and it's 2020?
I was thinking the same thing.
If you weren't thinking, you know, when the rain is gone, then
it'll be disappointing to say the least.
Exactly.
I think every single time I think about the western side of the map, I just think of go west.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Like the settlers did. Okay, so
Dire's
bottom lane, clean it up, take the tier 1, take the tier 2 tower. Maybe they even go back and finally claim that bottom shrine. Morphling can go and claim the top one while he's up here. But you know J-Storm, they want to play the opposite poles of the map now. They've already taken the top lane of Rax. Bottom is the next one on the list. The couriers are also flying out all the extra items. It's just 300 gold and the Satanic is already on for 9. And the split shot, the one illusion that's sitting on the side, giving good information.
if they're gonna
back over next to test the cast out. Over a 9. Look at Brack. He's just waiting so long. He'll get the clap, he'll get the split. So Fade has to cold embrace himself. The Aegis Immortal has burned up, but STC's lost so much life early on. XSS, he misses the timing. A quick jump forward, swapping back out. They're trying to keep 9 alive, so he can now turn around, let that Satanic rip, and Fear, of course, he always wants to die. He's a vengeful spirit. Viper controlled up, and here just split shot once again. Attacking through all of Asta. You've already claimed the lane of Rax.
They're not going on the Drow. The Drow's like...
They can't reach her.
Yeah, it's like she's not only the damage, but she gives everyone else armor. Like, you have to think about the fact that she's giving 44% of her agi, which is like 250. That's like 90 agi. That's like 13 armor for the entire team, Toby. You can't just ignore the Drow. She's giving them damage, armor, everything. Attack speed, like...
I loved how we used to just count the Dro buff up on here. It's like, how much damage is now there? Now we're just like, how much armor
how much
is
armor,
now there?
attack speed.
It's like, we got like multiple factors now to calculate.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the fact that you can remove the Drow aura makes it so it's obviously meant to be more powerful. Because as long as you go on her, it doesn't exist. But the fact that she's able to just sit in the back lines, has an E-Blade if she wants it, that extra agi is so valuable.
Oh.
Rip Scotty.
Yeah. And that was the whole thing too. He already has the ultimate orb on him. That's painful.
Would you say that the Scotty doesn't know about that courier dying there?
I don't follow you on that one.
Scotty doesn't know?
Oh my god. Are you actually lustering this right now? Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying, man. Yeah.
Oh my god. We are referencing cult cringe right here.
Oh,
do you know the hilarious thing as well? That Matt Damon was only in that movie because he was just a friend of the producer and was in the neighborhood, and the leader of the band got like laryngitis or something like that,
really?
and actually
like,
couldn't perform.
Matt
so it's like, hey Matt, you just want a cameo in this movie that's like really like, yeah, just you, yeah, okay,
yeah,
great,
okay, cool, thank you.
There you go. See, trivia.
Yeah, I learned something today.
Now, I wonder how many people even know the name Lustra. Anyway.
At least 1 or 2 more now, Toby.
Yes. Yeah, 2. Just
2
2
people that are still listening and don't have our
just have us muted.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm only watching this because of the PGL high definition production.
Yes.
I don't need to hear these stupid idiots talking.
Well, they give a solid 2% to Dire. Dota Plus did, so, you know.
Massive.
That's maybe twice as much as I would have given them. So that's very generous.
That's still a chance.
Yes.
It's definitely moved quite heavily since the 32-minute mark.
They have so many auras on the Radiant squad, man.
No, look at Brewmaster. Brax doesn't even care. It's like, all right, boys, I will create space.
Deal with this.
Jump in. There's your curse. Actually catches the Vengeful Spirit. So Drew Ranger looking to kill off Fear. But then Chen just focus down the back lines. Wyvern's been dragged back out. And the split shot's killing him off, allowing Rubik to finish the jump up. Not enough for the Fade Bolt. But Exit is underneath the tower. Now you get the disarm for the consumption of cheese. Moves back up to full health. There's your Requiem of Souls. Asta running away in fear as GG is called. J-Storm, they were just running away with this game. It was all theirs. It really felt like that's a Drew Ranger lineup that goes right. And an aura-based lineup that goes right. Like, Brewmaster was always that classic, like, I'm always going to get auras because I just split. The auras are going to be there, so we can just keep pushing. But now it's just like,
Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Treant Protector.
Dire team pick. Vici
Doom.
Puck.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Drow Ranger.
Dire team ban.
Ну и что же, трансляция на нашем канале продолжается достаточно быстро, и мы продолжаем смотреть One ESPORTS DOTA 2 World Pro Invitational.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Tweaked a little bit since the beginning of the patch, but still seems quite strong, still seems pretty trendy, and it seems like that's what Vici are going to be going for here to try and notch a couple. What did they win with yesterday, actually? They won against Liquid 2-0. They played Gyro Puck Doom, and then they also played a Drow TA Centaur. lineup. So they have played a little bit of the Drow already. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. Interesting to me to see that the immediate response to the first phase Drow from Vici is to get rid of the DOTA from Gambit. I really thought that that combo would be worse with the new incarnation, but
I think it's better because
worried about it.
Well, you have to keep in mind that Drow still exists as it did. It's just now it's more death bally with that ultimate. So the attack speed the Agi gains for something like a Medusa is insane. Same for the TA. I still like the Dragon Knight personally. I think it also counters the potential for Puck to be a midder. And also when you get to the high ground, just sit Drow back, watch Dragon Knight melt Taz with all that attack speed.
But the thing to me with the old aura being global, with the Medusa was always that it just accelerated the Medusa's farm to such a ridiculous degree. Like, Medusa could get like one damage item and then all of a sudden she was just clearing the whole jungle every minute and soaking up so much. And it doesn't necessarily seem like that would be the same. But the 5-man aspect is still there. And I do think that Medusa, in the right circumstances, can be a hero that can 5-man earlier than people are expecting. Like, you just build a bunch of survivability and a little bit of damage, and then you've got all of those. The way I like to think about it is that Dusa is one of the best, like, multiplier heroes in the game. So if you give her just a little bit of extra stats, or you give her a buff like a Solar Crest, or a Vlad's, or a Bloodlust, she uses those buffs the best of almost any hero. So it could still be a thing, and I think it's sensible that Gambit get rid of it. So they now go for a Nature's Prophet, and Vici just gonna snag themselves. Nothing too shocking. We saw a little bit of, what was it, EG? No, it was J-Storm, sorry, playing 5 Prophet.
Yeah, Fear Prophet. It was pretty underwhelming. No offense to Fear, it's the issue with playing 5 Prophet. If you're behind, the hero really does nothing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely more a hero thing than anything. Gambit's lineup just looking, to me, a little bit strange. I can kind of understand the Terrorblade pick. You're not really going to care as much about the Drow's physical damage output. But at the same time, there's a decent amount of AoE on Vici to deal with illusions. I guess we'll have to see. I don't even know what I'm guessing it's 5 Prophet again. Maybe they're playing a greedier Doom.
Is now wielding it. Shadow Fiend coming out as the 4th pick for Vici.
There's so much Shadow Fiend now. Just like all of a sudden, I think everybody wants Shadow Fiend to be back. I hate to break it to you, I'm not sure that Shadow Fiend is back just yet. But maybe this is a good game for it. He's got all of the AoE and the burst against Terrorblade. He's gonna have the Drow Aura as well. They can go for the presence affects buildings too, so he might just play more of a right-click style. And Vici look to run this game down pretty quickly. All they would need now is any kind of like aura carrying or sustaining or initiating offlaner. They've got tons of options that they can go for. I don't think there's any way that Gambit can cover themselves with just the one.
No, and I think the other thing is, right now for Gambit, they need something more than TB. Because while TB is going to be your super late game, I'm still worried about the Drow, right? With the Pierce aspect of the hero, just getting through all that armor in the mid-game scenario. I don't know if TB can directly fight the Drow.
Yeah, I don't even know if we're thinking so much about the late game right now. To me, it really looks like the problem is that Gambit's plan, and it might work, is very much to split push, I think, against what Vici are doing. Like, have TB constantly shoving out lanes, have the Puck cutting waves, have the Nature's Prophet cutting waves, sniping couriers, that kind of thing. And just buying time, hopefully, for the TB to get to the late game and be a force to be reckoned with. they still need some frontline to take any kind of a structured team fight. It could be the Doom if the Doom is like a 3. He builds up some armor items and some survivability. Maybe he can be the one to go in on the front lines and give some vision for everybody else. But right now, their lineup, especially if it's a support Doom, does not have anyone that can take very many hits, especially from the Vici lineup right now, which hits damn hard.
Oh.
10 seconds remaining.
Bill. As we may say before the scam, but Hero could still be the
5 seconds
Doom in a
remaining.
support role.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Puck. I think this is probably core Doom at this point. I've got this weird feeling we're going to get Prophet as a support.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe 5 Prophet, 4 Puck, 3 Doom, TB's the 1.
NAVI's turn to ban.
Sympathize with, you know, it's a logo, guys.
NAVI's turn to pick.
Razor.
There you go.
Evil
Yeah, it feels even
geniuses
better against
turn
TA
to
now
pick.
as well with the changes to Static Link and the ultimate. Ooh.
Interesting. It's pretty good at being also really good at playing with the TA. We talked about the Viper and Tusk
10 seconds remaining.
series as well. Rolls in.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Just power down.
I see a lot of
So, 2 minutes on the clock for Evil Genius. They really have not used much reserve time at all, and they just go straight in again, going for the PL, no hesitation. Are we ever going to see PL Ags? I haven't seen it yet. I'd like to. Permanent Phantom Rush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
The thing is, you need so.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep. Plus, there's the very nice ability to be able to just dispel magic on the on those illusions, destroy them instantly.
NAVI's turn to ban.